We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on the
ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos.
Amigos, queremos invitarlos
A que no se pierdan La Casa del Pelotero
Todos los jueves de 7 a 8 de la noche.
a través de ADR Networks.
Activando tus sentidos.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Yo soy Alberto Morales
Y yo soy Yolanda Muedano.
y te invitamos a nuestro programa Jite Karate Do, Artes Marciales y Deportes de Contacto
Todos los lunes en punto de las 9 de la mañana,
para platicar de lo mejor de las artes marciales
aquí en ADR Networks.
y ADR Sports, activando tus sentidos marciales.
Hola amigos, yo soy Mike y los quiero invitar todos los viernes a la 1 de la tarde a que sintonicen Magic Mike, donde encontrarán las mejores sugerencias para qué ver, qué leer o a dónde ir. No se lo pierdan, viernes 1 de la tarde por ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos.
Hola, soy Jonathan Tonatiu y te atrapo los martes a las 4 de la tarde aquí para conocer el mundo del teatro. Vamos a viajar por noticias, estrenos, información y muchas cortesías. ¿Sabes en dónde? En ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos.
ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos.
¿Qué tal amigos? Los saluda Mariano Rivapalacio y los invito a que me acompañen todos los miércoles en punto de las 6 de la tarde en Factor Total. Aquí hablamos de temas de salud, de ciencia, de tecnología, problemáticas sociales, cultura y tradiciones, siempre de la mano de especialistas y voces autorizadas. Ya lo saben, 6 de la tarde, tiempo del Centro de México, a través de las plataformas digitales de ADR Networks. Factor Total, activando tus sentidos.
Hola, yo soy la doctora Verónica Ortega y te invito a aprender de medicina, medicina funcional, salud, bienestar, cocina natural, ejercicio, mindfulness y mucho más todos los lunes en punto de las 7 en mi programa Salud y Bienestar por ADR Networks, activando y sanando tus sentidos.
ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos.
Entrevistas, reportajes y mucho más.
Lunes, miércoles y viernes a partir de las 7 de la noche.
Con la mejor información deportiva solo por ADR Networks. Activando tus sentidos.
Hola amigos, ¿cómo están? Nosotros somos
Tony Nieto.
Yo soy Cox y los invitamos a que no se pierdan todos los miércoles de
3 a 4 de la tarde.
nuestro programa Conectados por ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos.
Hola, yo soy Javi Gamboa y te invito a que no te pierdas todos los jueves en punto de las 9 de la noche Naked Lunch con lo mejor del rock y el metal, el soundtrack de tu vida, entrevistas y mucho más. Ayúdanos a desnudar a nuestros invitados por ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos. Yeah.
Hola, soy Eric Cadena.
Yo soy Ale García.
Y yo, Mariana Torres. Y te invitamos a que no te pierdas TU,
un programa del mundo del entretenimiento donde tocaremos temas como música,
teatro, televisión,
artistas invitados, cine, series
y mucho más. Así que te la pasarás TU todos los sábados
a la 1 de la tarde
por ADR Networks,
activando tus sentidos.
Las opiniones expresadas en este programa son responsabilidad exclusiva de quienes las emiten y no representan necesariamente el pensamiento o alguna posición oficial de este medio de comunicación.
ADR Networks presenta.
This is Celestine Angel.
And I'm Isa Crouch.
And this is...
Foreign Show! On the Foreign Show.
Yes, yo, what it do, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people everywhere. Welcome to that Foreign Show. It's Friday, 3 p.m. and we are currently out of focus.
We are currently out of focus.
And we're back.
No, we're not.
All right, let's fix this.
All right, so I'm Celestine Angel.
I'm Isaac Rakesh.
And we are from the Singaporean crew. So while Isaac fixes this, I'm going to talk to you. We're from the Singaporean crew Illuminary. Okay. Oh, we are clear.
Okay, yes.
Super. Okay. So we are from the Singaporean crew Illuminary, and we are here in Mexico doing music. Experiencing life in art. Like Mexico is like a really amazing place to be inspired and to feel like you can immerse yourself in an artistic life. You know, like that's how we feel, and we really enjoy our life here. And so okay, like we are doing every Friday drops right now. It's we just started like doing this.
Yes, actually, it's the second week that we're doing this draw.
Third week right now.
Third week, if you talk, yeah, third week, yeah. Okay.
Third week because we dropped twice.
Yes,
that's
right.
what you mean. Like we had two like it's not fresh drops, but on SoundCloud we have not put up certain songs. So like
let's break it down for them what the drops were.
So this week, like today, basically, like we put down our remix of I Am the Money, which is our debut production single.
Yes.
And it's out on SoundCloud, the remix of that song, I'm the Money. So you can hear I Am the Money and I Am the Money Pumped Edition, which is sped up version of I Am the Money on our SoundCloud. Okay, this is our Bandcamp. If you could, so this was last week's drop, Never Too Much. It's a remix of Luther Vandross's Never Too Much.
Yep.
And today we also released one, and it's called. So today's one is I Am the Money Pumped Edition.
Yes, that's
on
the one
Bandcamp.
So we were talking about I'm the Money.
Yeah.
And I'm the Money is a song that we actually have a couple of versions of. You know, when we first did it was we kind of did a slow kind of tempo, right? And then we did a pumped up version. So what you can listen to is actually the pumped up version of I'm the Money, right? And what you're looking at on your screens is Never Too Much. That is our Bandcamp page. So we want to invite you guys to go check it out.
Yes, and to support us with a purchase, it's just $1.50, and you are supporting our art, basically. Our music is all about consciousness. We explore everything mystical. That's why we call it, like, because it's a direct communion with our inner self. And yeah, even Never Too Much, the remix that we did, we see it as something uniquely for our personal take on it is that it is like just being yourself is never too much.
Yes, and we even I kind of talk a bit also about about deeper stuff, like when you're actually doing what you're doing, nothing is never too much, right? Nothing is too much, nothing
You
is too
are
much.
not too much.
Yes.
Yeah. And
so
it's all about like owning your space. You deserve to exist, and
Yes.
all that kind of stuff. Like we thought about those topics when we were doing the song, basically. And
it was actually it's actually a love song, so it's we also talk about being selfless and putting the other person first, as naturally happens when you love someone, and that usually results in this kind of power, a kind of a self-belief, a kind of a strength of, I would say, the two of you together kind of thing.
Yeah.
So all that good stuff and never too much. And actually we had a nice time doing the video that's directed by Carrick, right? And you can check it out
on our YouTube.
Yes.
So for all our social media is IU Illuminary.
Yeah.
And so
you can find us there.
Yeah. So basically every Friday we do drops on SoundCloud, Bandcamp. Bandcamp is illuminary.bandcamp.com, and all these and new songs, like brand new songs, are coming out on Spotify soon. Yes. So Spotify takes a longer time to come out, but yeah, good things come to those who wait.
Yes, and we thank you for waiting, and just watch that space. You get all these songs, all these tracks that we're dropping on Bandcamp, actually available for streaming as well. So, you can check those out when they are released.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, okay. Like last week we released Honor, this what we call the Spanish Honor, on SoundCloud.
Yes.
And Bandcamp, and it's actually a song that we did for a soundtrack that we also met our guest today at the screening. Like, as in we knew her from before, but we met her again there, and so we thought it was going to be really interesting to chat with her a bit about her lifestyle in Valle de Bravo, because that's where she is living currently.
Yes, Valle de Bravo, and if you've been watching our show regularly, we actually featured Valle de Bravo, or specifically a restaurant in Valle de Bravo called Pahua, and it was all about zero waste, and that is kind of actually the theme that we're going to be getting into today.
Yeah, right? It's all about like the environment, and like basically when we visited Valle de Bravo, we realized, before we went, people told us, Valle de Bravo is this really beautiful place. I think we had the idea that it was very natural, but mainly that they were saying that it was very affluent. But when we went down ourselves, we understood that it is not about that at all. It's actually way more about it being extremely progressive with its commitment to sustainability.
Yes.
And the people there are all working towards that. And it was very interesting for us just to, see how much passion there is over there, like to do things to improve things for the community,
Yes, and then really interesting the conversations we had with the people over there, who are engaged in this kind of work, and the university over there. UAM, right?
Yeah, Universidad de Medio Ambiente. So it's like
yes.
Like it's basically environmental studies.
Environmental studies, exactly.
Environmental
yes.
Studies.
And we kind of had a first-hand experience, of no, I wouldn't say first-hand. What am I saying? More like second-hand experience, because we were hanging out with people who actually, work in the university and who have been engaged actively with projects involved in this kind of sustainability and the lifestyle side of it, and also the whole economic side of it. Like how they actually make things work. How they apply these models that and this part I'm assuming, right, that they study in the university and they actually put into real-time practice right there in Valle de Bravo.
Right.
Right.
And so our guest, Fer, she's coming on. She's an agroecologist, and the thing is that she didn't study in this school, but when we met her in Valle de Bravo, she was actually saying that she went for a lecture there. I think she crashed the lecture there. And so like it would be interesting just to know a little bit of what she knows, about the school, what does it contribute, but like we're not like relying on her completely for like information there. After all, she doesn't study there, but it's just a general talk about like environmental stuff in general.
Yes, it's more also about the area, about Valle de Bravo and the kind of activities that people are engaged in over there.
Yeah, after all, this is that for a show, so we are talking about like like lifestyles, living like different lifestyles, living in different parts of Mexico, and,
yes.
Yeah. So we are very interested to know about we're very interested to know about like Valle de Bravo and what living there is like. Okay, so our guest is here.
Yes.
Fer Poblete.
Welcome.
Okay.
And it was Universidad de Medio Ambiente. Hello.
Medio Ambiente. Sí,
welcome.
Hi.
Hello.
Really happy to see you guys.
Yes. Welcome.
Hi,
welcome
Fer.
to the show.
You look great. Okay. So.
Thank you. You too.
Yes.
So we see that you have Luz Verde right under your face, and that is your project, right?
Yes. Not my name, but kind of it.
You stand behind that. Yeah.
We're very happy to have you on the show. Why don't you maybe tell us a bit about yourself and about Luz Verde?
I'm really happy to see you too, guys. Well, Luz Verde, it's like a green light. It comes from the photosynthesis. That is this amazing process of the earth that could turn light into matter. And yes, and it's like this kind of relation with the earth where we retribute our. Well, it's trying to make more harmonic relationship with the earth, with the persons, and like also like with social environmental knowledge. So we do processes and teach like practice things like compost, agroforestry, and different kind of like plantings, but also the ecology that we think it's very important, like gathering and try to see our power as part of an ecosystem, and also like part of this complex living being, and like also between peoples. We really need to gather to do something about it, and more or less it's kind of that.
Yes, that's the impression we got when we were there in the restaurants there, or the people there. They're trying to make sustainability work, right? They're trying to live and work with this thing.
Yes.
Right?
Like many people that lives in Valle, like Pawas, that it's like the first zero waste restaurant in Valle. Like I really love to work with them, because when they did this concept, like they met many farmers, and they only gives you food of the of the season, like,
Right.
and I work with them. So the only waste they have is some of the organics. So we do compost with one of the La Paca Digestora Silva, that it's like one kind of compost that I work also in schools, in many other places. So it helps the compost to build their own garden with food and other herbs and stuff.
Right.
And yeah, I really like these girls. And there are many people in Valle also that's trying to make things for environmental, but also for the social thing.
So, for example, social.
Yes, can you tell us a bit more about the social side?
Aspect,
Like,
yeah.
how does it work?
Well, for example, I was thinking of some of the processes that I really admire. For example, the brigadistas, that these are these people that turn off the fires. Like most of their work is volunteer. There are some for the government, but I work a lot with the guys that do it as volunteers. So they turn off the fires in the seasons, in the dry seasons, and when it's raining, they try to work with the land to stop, to make it like to cut the trees that are dead, and they do many things to regenerate the landscape, to reduce that. Also, like there's like this language. Like,
Can you, sorry, okay, could you repeat what you just said? Sorry, because we lost the signal.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Yeah,
So
no
these
worries.
guys that turns off the fires during the dry season, that we have many fires problems. During the rainy seasons, they work with people to try to regenerate and cut the trees that are dead, for making, like, trying to help the forest to be less vulnerable for more fires.
Right.
That, like, there's also like this school that works like it's a language school, so they teach you English and many other languages, but they also like work with diversity, like sexual diversity and other things. So they gather with young people, and they also do other stuff. And like I don't know, there are also people that work with masks, and like a lot of people with a lot of talents, like also like stand-up people. Like, I think there's like this community that try to make everyone grow. Yeah, there's there's many other things, people that gather, for example, for working together as a tequio. That's this Nahuatl word, like from original Mexican, that we gather to plant like different systems with like together for like growing food, but at the same time we grow food, we grow forest, and we grow communities.
Okay.
So that's nice too.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. So like the whole regeneration, being harmonized with the earth and all that, that's exactly what you do. And then you help also, like Luz Verde does this, right? So
And I have to, yes, yeah. I have to say something that actually the the vibe that I get when we're over at Valle de Bravo, you actually kind of you can actually feel that the people really care. The people who are there, or the people who choose to engage in this kind of activities, they actually really care.
Yeah,
And,
the passion is very
the passion and the
obvious.
love that they put into this actually really translates into what we can see over there. We seem to have frozen. Okay.
Also, they actually asked us to go for commercials.
Okay, so let's
few
do that.
minutes.
Let's do that right now. Let's take a commercial break, and we will be right back.
We are going to a break and we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
On the foreign show.
Hola, soy Hanna de la Madrid y te invito a que todos los jueves en punto de la 1 de la tarde nos acompañes en el programa Psycho Mom. Estaremos hablando de temas de actualidad y los retos que enfrentamos las mujeres en nuestro día a día. ¿Por dónde? En ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos.
Hola, soy Jonathan Tonatiu y te atrapo los martes a las 4 de la tarde aquí para conocer el mundo del teatro. Vamos a viajar por noticias, estrenos, información y muchas cortesías. ¿Sabes en dónde? En ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos.
Hey guys, we're back at TFS. Thank you for staying with us.
On the foreign show.
Yes, what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. All right, we kind of got disconnected at the end over there.
Yes.
You can hear us well now, Fer?
I listen you very clearly now, yes.
Perfect.
Okay,
Perfect.
cool.
All
So
right.
yeah, we have actually plenty of questions to ask you. Like,
Yes.
how did you first decide to go to Valle to stay?
Yeah.
Yes, well, I'm originally from Mexico City. From when I was a kid, I used to do like plant stuff in my school stuff. But like I have been out of Mexico City for 10 years now. So I have lived in many places of Mexico, like doing like more like a search of like doing bioconstruction and like plants and other stuff, always with compost, always with water, soil and water. It's what
Okay.
most pulled me. And then I was working like in Mexico City, but in the really south, that it's still not, still rural, like it's not city like that. But then like I have many friends that I met in the past that told me like Valle could be my place because it's also have like a lot of schools that think that plants and development it's important.
Okay, well,
So
let me ask you a question right now. Just to pause for a second, right? Like, so you had this kind of interest in plants and natural kind of things when you were in Mexico City. Like, can you tell us a bit about that? Like, how did you get personally interested in this kind of thing? You know, like, was it what drew your interest? You know,
like I was in a school that wasn't really strict in their program, but you can develop a lot of stuff. Like I also used to have like a radio station when I was in high school and stuff.
Oh wow! All right. You want to shout out your school? Why don't you shout out your school? Tell us what the name of that school is.
It's Inumic. It's like in the south of Mexico City. It was a small one, but I was never in like, taking classes. I always was outside. And like my group of friends used to have like environmental program where we reduce the waste. And I used to like a teacher showed me the compost, and for me it was like magical. Like I was from the city and I never saw like tomatoes could turn tomatoes again. So I started doing like urban garden in the rooftop. And then I studied human rights, that like in Mexico City, like in most of the world, like it's not the human rights, but the inequality makes you, like I studied human rights. I work with minors and like many other stuff, also like violence from the government, like stuff. But I started working in the south of Mexico City. That used to be, everything was like places where they grow food, like ancestral grow food. And in a couple of years, like they grow, not couple of years, decades, but they stopped having like places where to grow food. And we were fighting against many projects like a Walmart and like a gas station. So I, like many people from there, knew how to grow food. And I only watched videos. I knew how to make like pots with waste, like with milk cartons and stuff. So I teach them how to make pots, and they teach me how to grow food. And then when I studied human rights, like I couldn't stand the pain, and I hate that we could fight many years to try to make justice, and I didn't. Like for me, doing gardening, it's like trying gardening and water and like everything. It's to build autonomy and to build like more, like to live those rights. No, like try to make it more for everyone.
That's beautiful. That's a very powerful part about that. No? It's like taking back your own power, the communities and the people, right?
And the way you live and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like I think it's like very important, like to like every time, and also with war and everything, like it's really hard. Like trauma could make us like get really close and we don't know our neighbor, but our pain has to be seen as a human, as a collectivity, for us to work and try to build different conditions, no? And that's something that I found in Valle, that it's also really magical, no? Because sometimes, like the people that we knew, like you knew with our friends and everything, we are really close, and we all also like been able to see this pain. But they are also like these communities, like peoples, like original people from there, that really know how to work with the land, to live well, live with the mushrooms, and cut the trees that are sick, and like live with that all that kind of love and the kind of how they relate with the land makes like all the conditions to have springs and to have clean water, and that goes and benefits like Mexico City. But it's like the way they live, that it's really different. Like for this, like in United States, they have like this idea of ecological reserves,
A different kind of
yeah, like they like places that they are close for humans to go in to try to conserve that.
I guess we lost you, Fer, for a
Lost
while.
you for a bit. Just for a bit.
Yeah,
Where did I say?
Okay,
Can I talk
like,
sorry.
I definitely would like to understand like how like Valle influences Mexico City.
Yeah. Can you tell us about that? That's
Yes,
kind of where you got cut off. Yeah.
Like the water, that most of the water is taken for the. You listen to me?
You got cut off again.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We'll try this
Now?
again. Let's see.
Okay, so most of the water that comes most of the water is taken by the downtown, like from deep, like they take it from down, no? But that's really bad, because before Mexico City used to be a big lake, and there's water on like
like underground, right?
Underground, yeah.
In the ground, on the ground. Like, but 40% of the water comes from 3 states away from Mexico City. So it's like a big system.
Wow.
From Valle, like there's
it's like a.
This is good information.
Do you remember?
And that's probably why Valle de Bravo is so fertile, right? With all that's kind of what we know about the place also. That it's the biodiversity.
Biodiversity is changing
Can-
really fast.
Okay.
It's
Can you tell us about
It's
that?
changing really fast, and now like they want to make Valle de Bravo a city. But what? Yes, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
Yes, it is beautiful. Yeah.
it's so
Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah, totally. Looks really fertile. Yeah.
But like there's these mountains that are like a reservation where like most of the springs are close to put in the water system from the government. But instead the water like comes from mountains where original people lives and know how to relate with that system, and that helps like the conditions for the water still infiltrating for us to have. So it's really important to like, and it's changing really fast because they are selling the land, and if people that originally lives there and work, and every time they walk they spread the mushrooms and they cut and they belong to that system. If they sell it and they just put, for example, a golf camp, they will not have the trees to infiltrate the water. They will don't have animals that also are needed for the system to still be healthy.
So you need someone or who really knows the whole system, right? To arrange all these things together. Is it, or how do you guys do it over there?
Like it's not me. It's more like indigenous people that used to live there for generations. That the way they live, like every time they pick up mushrooms, every time they cut trees, every time they get involved with the territory, it's healthy. But after that, if they sell the lands or their lands are stolen and they cut the trees and they just put grass, the ecosystem becomes weaker, and therefore the water that comes to the city will be less. But it's not, yeah, I think for people in the city, it's very important to know how much territory gets consumed by their way of living. But like there are many places where we need to start like spreading the seeds of the knowledge, and the recognition of the future has to take the ancestral knowledge for it to continue.
Yes. And what can you tell us a bit, like just now earlier you said that one of the things they do is to clear some of the dead trees, right? So the fires don't start. Okay. Can you tell us some more of these things that that maybe we don't know, some of the things that actually need to happen, in a place like Valle de Bravo, or a natural kind of environment? Like what are some of the things, like
Yeah, what like I work a lot also with agroforestry. Like this is like one kind of technology of planting that comes from the Amazonas, right? So it's really nice. Of one of that, it's like these people from Amazonas, like the difference from other forests that were planted by the squirrels that used to bring the seed from the oak and plant it and make forest. The Amazonas are newest forest, no? And most of the Amazonas were built for people from the Amazonas, no? It's not only people, it's people that belong to that territory and makes that important place of storage carbon, of storage many seeds and biodiversity. So before we used to have many big animals that walk through landscape and do this pruning, also like, I don't know what's the name of Castor.
Castor?
Like,
is it castor oil?
Beaver?
There's an animal?
Beaver?
Beaver.
A beaver.
A
Yeah,
beaver,
yeah,
right, beaver.
They,
Right. Okay.
They burrow.
Yes,
Right.
pretty one. I see.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
water and everything. Right.
Yeah, so like it's really, really important because like there's one guy that do water design in Mexico City, but I also work for one in Australia that in Agroecos like made earthworks and makes a whole town have water in 3 weeks. So like all the water goes through the land, and if it doesn't have trees and big trees, like when they did industrial agronomy happened, they said like we only need one kind of one kind of crop. So they cut all the diversity, all those forests that used to work better together, and like not deep roots cannot hold that soil. So what you do with water design, like the beavers do, is that they put these walls in the places where the waters goes really fast. So they put the wall, and the organic matter helps, and the seeds stay there, and the humidity stays there. So all the trees start making, the roots start going down, and the regeneration becomes really fast. So you can turn a river for 30 centimeters to 12 meters in 4 years. So this is the kind of work that we are doing, but more quietly.
Okay.
More quietly. But there are
Beavers.
people that used to know it before. And yeah, I think in Denmark, the government planned to do that kind of regeneration for 5 years. The beaver arrived there like last year and did it in a week without plans, without money. They just were working. And like, I think it's that. Like,
engineer, beavers.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So cute.
Yes, I can send you videos. I see.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
Yes, please do. And also maybe at this point I'll take a moment to say that we on this we are that foreign show, and and we like to talk to people, interesting people, like you, right? And we like to be a part of their journey, on whatever they are interested in, whatever they're creating. And yes, please send us these videos, and also we want to invite you to send us stuff about projects that you're going to be doing in the future. You can share with us here on the TFS family, and these topics and these things that you're doing, we are interested in. So yes, we want to invite you to do that,
Yeah.
And I want to ask you something also, like being a person now so knowledgeable about these things. Let me ask you, what do you wish happened? Like if you could have some kind of change or positive, what do you wish to happen?
For the world. For the region.
Yeah,
For
the
Mexico.
world, it could be for anything, or it could be for what we are talking about, like sustainability specifically to Valle de Bravo, like say if in that context, but yes, it's up to you. Whatever you wanna talk about.
I really love Valle de Bravo, and I also love the world. Like the other day, I was traveling, and I saw it in Brazil to know, like, to understanding more about agroforestry and stuff. And I saw a toucan.
Oh.
Toucan?
Yeah,
the bird.
The bird, the Guinness.
Yeah, see? And then
I saw it and I started crying, and I said, like, all my effort have to be because of, like, those kind of birds still exist. So I think, like, yeah, like Valle, like, it's trying, like, some people from the government wants to become a city. It also have, like, other social problems, really deep social problems. And I think in the world, it's that happening too. But I think what I wish is for people to don't lose hope, because like for us to be here, it has to have like a lot of conditions to happen. So we really have the answers, like how to grow food, to heal the world. And I work a lot with compost because for me, it's like I think the time where we forgot that we belong to this like really complex net of life. It's a really short time. It's just when my mom was born that we start planting our food different. So we need to research and be curious about life, but like it was really hard for us that are like water and minerals talking about it. So, and also with all this pain, it's really hard for us to gather, and the world it's inviting us to be more individuals. But even like for us to have a complex cells, it needs cooperation. So we need to, like, we have all the answers. Like, if we grow food, like 1/3 of the food that grows this way used to be like ancestral knowledge. We could turn back climate change, but I see that most of the people have lost hope. For me, it happens sometimes because when I go to the city, I realize that nobody thinks that's important. They see plants as a hobby. And it's like, we are just animals that were supposed to be seduced by a mango or any kind of fruit for us to eat it and plant it and be part of that. So I think, it's in our body. I think just we need to remember and gather and enjoy it too.
And enjoy it.
Very important.
Yeah. I mean, it's good to have like you and your groups around to like keep reminding the people of like the more natural way to live and how, or like maybe some advice that you can give to our audience right now, like like in this very cityfied environment, how do we live more sustainably?
Yeah.
Zero waste is really hard.
It is hard. Yeah, it is hard. We tried, when we were there, but it's hard. Yes.
Like I want to throw my tissue paper. I can't. Yeah, no tissue papers. What's happening? Nobody wants to clean them out. Yeah.
Without punishment or like guilt, because that comes from the church. I think we need to all like gather a lot. I have been doing compost toilets like I used like for 8 years now, and many times living in city. So for me, compost toilets is like understanding a lot of these natural cycles about nutrients, about carbon, about water cycles. And I also do a lot of compost. Like I work a lot with this kind of compost that it's a square when you can put like half tonelada in 1 square meter, but it's like you take the streets and the parks to do it. So you need to do it with neighbors and you do it dancing. So, and that for me, like save every seed to plant it and learn from them. Like they are like, we know a lot of brands, but we don't know a lot of plants. And the only way to understand and work with plants is have a relationship with them. So even if it's a seed of watermelon, like plant it like maybe in a pot and then go to a park and plant it and like try to talk about it, and not only plants but also like try to know your neighbors and their needs and try to take care of life in the human being and with the non-human, and sometimes the non-human, like the human and the capitalism, will not pay many times the job that you do, but maybe your ancestor from the future, like your tatara 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 grand son, that could be a bat or a forest, will thank everything you do to take care of life.
Yes, that's such a beautiful, such a great idea, that and also these things of like coming together. You said to dance, right? When the people are planting these things together, it's like the community comes together, and it's like it's like a joyful thing, right? To grow the whole thing. Can you tell us a bit about, maybe now let's talk about the other side, what are some of the challenges that you face, like problems with doing your work, or doing this getting things to a sustainable point, what do you guys face?
Well, I think, for example, like many people have told me, like, oh yeah, when I'm a grown up, like old people, will give you money for us to be in somewhere else, or like you will be my friend in apocalypse. And it's like,
Right.
when I was 20,
When I grew up.
when I was 20, I could like carry 70 kilos. Now 40, no? And it's like not that. like I have friends that are farmers, that they're like, because in Mexico we have like a revolution. They share the land for every family. So I have friends that from there they have lands, and they have like 4 acres. And they have their machines to turn things like the honey, and like, but it's really hard for making money as a farmer in Mexico. So it's an illusion, like, we will grow and we will do that, and you will be my friend in the apocalypse. I think
Right.
I think the time it's now. I really think the time it's now, or yesterday, but now. I think
people are just waiting for the apocalypse to start.
Right.
But the time is now.
No, and it's also true. Like farming is not it's not like the money wise is also a whole other thing, right? To actually make money is not easy with the farming stuff. Yeah.
It's never easy. But for example, in other places, or like people with lots of money or whatever, like they do industrial farming, but you are taking the soil and the nutrients for next generation. So doing it the healthy way, it's really hard to make money. But if you do it the poisonous way, you will also lose soil in a couple of years more. So I think the challenge is like, I think there are many challenges. It's hard also to make money. Like for me, I don't have a land. So I just have social media, schools, and sometimes offices, and sometimes projects where they invite me. And I do it like for love, but I don't have like all the plan for the future. But but I think, yeah, like challenges.
Well, I have to say,
are.
sorry to cut you off, but actually, what you have is something really important, right? You have the information and the knowledge, that
share
that would
social media.
actually lead to a big change. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yes, and like, yeah, I think I really love, like one friend told me, like responsible. It comes from the ability to respond. So I'm trying to build more abilities for me to be able to respond to the territory. So I don't know, like this week was like Mexican Independence Day, but what I was trying to say in my videos, it's that like good food comes from like really biodiverse landscape and like the geography and how the water comes and what vegetation and what animals and what cultures gives that territory. So humans are the only ones that could talk from the territory, right? So I think we live in really big crisis. It's also coming like to mental health and many other things that we live like individuals in a really complex network. So I think I try to develop more abilities for me to respond. Like I found like teenagers with not very much interest because the only love they have sometimes comes from likes and people talk with them, you know. So what I try to do is like try to develop tools to us to know each other, to like every kind of diversity in our soul could build a better garden, but the more we are numb, the less we could interact, you know.
Right.
That is so true. You have to be kind of whole, you know, to interact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would also like to know a little bit, like from your personal knowledge of like UMA. Is it UMA or UAM? The Medio Ambiente. Yeah, like I know you didn't study there, but like the last time when we met you, you were crashing a lecture there or something. Yeah, so we know that is the environmental studies school for Mexico. So like like what do they like, what kind of knowledge are they like imparting, you know, to teach everyone to improve?
I studied there for free, so I have friends that invited me to the class because they were the teachers of evolution thinking and regenerative thinking.
Okay.
Like they have many degrees. Like they started, I think they started as a degree. They also have like high school and college. I think they have like architecture, social environmental projects, education, and what they get, like I think they have like 15 years working there. They had the inspiration also from another school that's in Puebla that it's more for people. It's not that expensive, but but like a former school that have been 40 years, and the University of La UMA, Universidad del Medio Ambiente, Environmental University, they want to co-design with people like social environmental projects. They have like a lot of people that work in many subjects like like regenerative progress with water captivity and like sharing the scientific knowledge and many stuff. And I think like they bring a lot of people from many places to study there, and they also work a lot with deep ecology, and they develop many projects around the world. Well, Mexico and some in Colombia and stuff. And I think, like for example, we are working with a friend, like a project with young people. So it's not like saying what to do, like coming like as a white scan and say like, this is what you have to do. It's more like making a process where we do a research from the history of the territory, and then like start working with the young people what they want. So now we are working with the girls that they also give like lend books to many kids around the area, and they have like also work with kids younger than them, and we are doing like garden for families. and food gardening for families. So, but that's what they want, and I wanted them to also like take wrap classes. I see, but they prefer gardening. I see, but like it's like trying to see like many like people living around Valle that could also give them tools to develop what they want, but always with a socio-environmental objective.
Right. Okay, Fer, thank you so much for joining us. We really enjoyed chatting with you. We have come to the end of our show.
Yeah. I'm Isaac Rakesh.
I'm Celestine Angel, and we have Fer Poblete with us. And we are here on ADR Networks, activating your senses. Thank you so much. Bye, Fer.
Peace.
Bye.
Thank you to all who joined us here on That Foreign Show. It's been awesome. I'm Celestine Angel.
And I'm Isaac Crouch, and we'll see you next Friday. Have a great weekend, y'all.